choker is actually choking me. I always film with lipstick on my teeth. Hey guys, it's me Sylvia, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. Who did it with me that time? Tell me you did it with me. To my channel, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking all about brows. So I have a few products here that are kind of like brow hack products. So they're tools that are meant to help you achieve the perfect brow. Some of them are a little bit crazy. I mean, we got the brow stamp. I'm sure you guys have heard of that. It's like all over Instagram. So we're gonna see if the hype is real. And then I also have eyebrow wig. What the heck? These are literally fake hairs on some mesh. I don't even understand it, but it's an eyebrow wig. So we're gonna put that to the test too. And I also have the Anastasia stencils. This is a little bit less gimmicky for sure than the other ones, but I'll be honest, when these first came out, I was like, no, you can't be serious.
You can't be serious, Anastasia.
But I know a lot of people actually use these in their daily makeup routine. Apparently they are very helpful, but I've never tried them. So I wanted to include them in this video of testing these crazy brow hack tools. I had one other item that was shipping from like China. I've been waiting for like 3 months, I swear, and it was like $3. Picture of it here. Dun, 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 dun. But it's not here yet. Honestly, don't think it's ever coming. So I've given up on that. If it does come in the future, I'll probably use it in a future video. Didn't make it for this video, so we got the 3 products ready to go. Now, before we start the video, you guys know what I'm about to say. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and join my S Club. I drop 2 videos a week. You don't want to miss out on those. Hashtag S Club Sundays are lit, so make sure you subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I'll test out the brow stamp first, but before we go ahead with that, let me just show you guys my, excuse me, just burped. So ladylike. Let me show you guys my current brows. So I'll just use a little pencil to fill in where I need. So this is a good brow to me. This is what I hope these products will help me achieve. So take a picture of these in your mind. So then you can compare to the finished product with each of these brow tools. And if they don't look like this, then it's a fail. All right, so fresh brows, ready to go. I have the tools for the brow stamp right here. I got this off of eBay, I believe. Questionable. They had a bunch of different versions, but a brow stamp is a brow stamp, I guess. So I just chose one and went with it. Hopefully it's the right one that everyone's been talking about. I don't know. So it's called the 3-second brow eyebrow stamp. They give you a bunch of little pamphlets that give you some tips and tricks. I guess it's a very complex process. I mean, I don't know. I thought you literally just plop it right on, but there's important safety instructions as well. Brow stamps might be dangerous, it sounds like. They are very thorough. Now I'm kind of intimidated. Maybe the brow stamp is a little more complex than I thought. There's 4 steps apparently, so we're gonna follow those. The brow set that I have has 2 different shapes of brows. One is a lot more arched, and the other one's kind of more rounded. And here they are side by side. And then it comes in this little compact that you can just put the brow stamp in, and then the other side, I guess, is where the product is. All right, there's a mirror, and then whatever this is, sponge. So right off the bat, that looks extremely dark. Darker than my brows, and definitely not what I normally like to do for my brows. I like to keep them a little bit lighter. They didn't have very many options, so I just went with this brown color, hoping that it'd be okay. Now I'm supposed to kind of see what brow shape I am, so I can use the correct stamp. So I'm supposed to place it. I feel like I'm the really arched one, and then this is the really round one. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm definitely the more arched one. Look how arched I can get them. Screenshot. Meme that. I'm gonna regret saying that. I'm sorry if the volume was really low up until this point in the video. I think my mic was on the wrong setting. Good job, Sylvia. If you stuck with me this long, even with audio problems, you're a real one. Thank you. Let me quickly say that this is a sponge stamp. I don't know why I assumed it would be rubber. I just broke it. Okay, I can stick it right back in there. So I'm just gonna dip it in. It's a perfect fit. Shake it off. There's a lot of fallout there. I think I have enough product on the stamp. Now let's just apply. So it says to align it. I'm doing it. I just went for it. I just committed. I think if you overthink it, you're playing yourself. Let me just really make sure it's on there. Rolling it back and forth. That was their tip. Wait a minute. It's obviously kind of messed up, but it's a lot better than I thought it'd be. It even says like you might have to touch up if there's powder around your brows, which kind of happened here and here. So I'm gonna clean that up like they suggest, and we'll see what the brow looks like after that. Okay, the tail is a little out of control. Let's just slowly clean up. It's kind of difficult to clean up. The brow powder is so dark. Before I get my final thoughts, let's do the other brow. I'm gonna do the other brow with the round one just to see. Pushing from the outside and rolling it on. No, no. That was a major fail. So clearly the round one is not for me. Goodbye. I feel like that's very thick too. It's like bigger than the other one. Even still, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I mean, it's atrocious, but let's see if we can clean it up. Okay, if you clean up your brow, you can literally make anything work, but it's getting messy. So this is the final product with the brow stamp. This is the round brow, which I thought was completely terrible at first, but once I cleaned it up, like it did kind of change the shape of my brow and made it more round. There's just a lot of product up here where I don't really have hairs to make it that shape. And then this one is the arched one, which I think fit more naturally with my natural shape of my brows, and I liked a little bit better right off the bat. It was easier to clean up, didn't have to do as much work. Obviously there's still some patches that the stamp can't get to because it's a sponge and it's not really penetrating through my coarse hairs, which is why I like to use a pencil to get up in those hairs and fill in those bald spots. So final verdict on the brow stamp. I honestly think like for the price, it could be a good beginner's tool, but you do have to clean it up. Even for a beginner, I think it'd be difficult to clean up the powder enough on the outside for you to still get a decent brow. Also, it's like super cheap and from a small tiny retailer across the world, so you can't really guarantee that it's FDA approved. Probably isn't that good age for you. I would still probably just practice using a regular brow product. Next up is Anastasia's stencils. I have high hopes for these, I'm not gonna lie. So it comes with multiple stencils for different brow shapes, which is good because everyone's brow shape is pretty much different. This is the petite arch, the high arch, slim high arch, medium arch, full arch. So I think I'm the petite arch. It fits most of my brow hairs in the stencil, so we're gonna try that one out. So you're supposed to line it up. The highest point of your arch is supposed to align up with this middle line there. It's very clearly marked out for you, which is good. And then you just kind of push it down and it should align the tail of the brow and the front of the brow. So I'll start out with the tail of the brow. And I'll just do light strokes like I normally do. Now I'll move to the front of the brow. I feel like my eyebrow is thicker than the actual stencil though. Let's take it off and see what we got. All right, not bad. I think I could have filled it in a little bit more, but I didn't want to go too crazy. But that looks really good and was really quick. Now you would want to do this before you do your foundation, just because it left a little imprint on my foundation there. So I'm just gonna fill in a little bit where it missed, and just because it wasn't wide enough really to fit all my brow hairs in it. There we go. That was a really good starting point, just to quickly get the shape, and then from there, it's so easy to just fill in whatever you missed. Let me see if there's another shape that will fit more brow hairs in it. No, this one's like humongous. So they really are different sizes, different lengths. Let's try the medium arch. So once you place it, like you literally just have to fill it in. It is a little difficult to hold it with one hand and fill it in with the other. I'm kind of flipping you guys off right now, my bad. This is what I mean by my hairs don't go that forward, so I always have to just create fake hairs because I like my brows to be longer. And clearly with the stencil, you can really see that there's no hair where there should be hair. Oh look, I didn't even have to hold it. It kind of sticks on there. You guys, I think I like this one better than this one. I'm going to brush out the hairs a little bit, and this is gonna help to diffuse those harsh lines. This is working so much better than I thought it would. Where has this been my whole life? So I've done both brows with different shapes. This one was the medium arch, which I think I prefer. I mean, I really like that brow shape. It's like rounded perfectly. It even told me exactly where I needed to extend my brow in the front, which I like to do anyway. And that does take me a long time to do because there's no hairs, no guide there. So I always have to be very careful. So the stencil made it very easy. And then this side, I have the petite arch, which worked as well, but it kind of was small. So it made my brow look thinner than it actually is. And all in all, I think both of them look really good, and I think they were easy enough to use for me to say that they are worth it for sure. So final verdict is that I really enjoy these. I'll definitely keep using the medium arch. That'll probably help me do my brows a lot faster and make it way more foolproof to make sure I get the same shape every single time. 100% better than the brow stamp. So for the last brow tool that we have, it is the brow wig. I didn't even know that these existed. They really look like real brow hairs. Like that is real hair on there. It didn't even come with instructions unless I lost them or something. There's no stickiness on the back of it or anything. How to apply brow wig. Okay, so this website just says to apply adhesive, but it doesn't tell you what type of adhesive to apply. So we're gonna apply lash glue and hope for the best. How weird does this look though? It just weirds me out. Now I know how guys feel when they see our extensions laying around. So I'm gonna apply the lash glue just directly onto the net on the back here. So maybe this is a good option if you really have super sparse brow hairs. I just feel like this is gonna sit on my thick brows because they're so thick already on their own. It's gonna make my brow like stick out this much, but we'll see. I feel like that's a good spot. Now I'm starting to push down. Whoa. So clearly the glue is showing through. I'm gonna use less glue on the next brow, but this will probably dry up clear. The hairs are also falling off. They're not really stuck on there very well. So that was an easier way to apply it with the tweezer. These are really long too. I feel like I have a small face for this length of an eyebrow. And I can feel it just sitting on top of my natural brow hairs. It's not really pushing down to my skin. Oh, these are very furry, full-on caterpillars in my face. So let's wait for them to dry and then I'll tell you guys my final thoughts.
A few moments later.
I'm back. I can't take myself seriously with this. You guys, I mean, you see what's on my face right now. It's not cute. They're very distracting. I feel like if I was talking to somebody with these on their face, I just would not be able to stop looking at them. If they don't look natural, they're so long for my face. They're gonna be touching my hairline soon. Super dark. Like if it was more natural looking, it would be kind of faded here, like ombre. It would be a lot lighter, not super black. It looks like I just took a marker and drew them on. And if that's your look, then I mean, by all means, go for it. But even the hairs on them are very fake looking. They're long and like super straight. Kind of resembles pubic hair to me. A vomit, right? I know. I'm sorry I had to do that to you, but it's kind of gross to me. Even though the lash glue dried clear, you can still tell that there is glue all over the brow. Oh yeah, Charlie, look at these brows.
That's gross. Are those fake?
No, they're real. What do you mean?
What are those? They're too dark.
This is how I used to draw my brows in high school, but it looked more of a sperm shape. Woo! Got all that glue up in my natural brows. It's safe to say that I don't think I'll ever use those again. I think even the brow stamp has a better shot of being used again. All right, you guys, so those are all of the brow hack tools that I have to test out. I'll give you a brief overview of what I thought of them right now. The brow stamp might be worth trying just because it's so extremely cheap and it did help get the brow shape. I just didn't like the brow powder and I also didn't like the fact that you really had to spend a lot of time cleaning it up, but I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to use this again. Next up, this is the star of the video. I mean, I really like the brow stencil. It helps you get that brow shape that you want in a jiffy, like so quick. As long as you use the right brow shape for your brow, you should be good with that one. Now, as for the brow wig, the only thing that I can really see this maybe working is if you have absolutely no eyebrows whatsoever and you like a really harsh, drawn-on looking eyebrow, then maybe this is worth trying out. I just personally really don't like it. I don't like the glue factor of it. It messed up my natural brows. It doesn't sit nicely on your natural brows. It also just looks so unnatural. So that is it for today's video, but just before you go, I need to let you know that I am doing a makeup giveaway on my Instagram very soon. You don't want to miss out on that, so make sure you're following me and turn on my notifications so you can have a chance at winning the giveaway. That's all for now. If you missed my last upload, make sure you click the box down below and watch it. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, just click the bubble of my face in the corner of the screen and you will be subscribed. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye. Mwah. Peace.